up to $50,000. That is the bonus the military will hand a brand new recruit to sign for the right job. But the dollar figure is the bait, not the prize. Because the real prize is the one word on your enlistment contract that decides what you actually do for the next 4 to 6 years. And most people sign it without reading it.
Hi everyone, Erica here. Let us start with the word for the job itself because every branch named it differently. In the Army, it is in months. In the Navy, it is your rate.
Today we go deeper into the one enlistment trap that quietly costs people years, and almost nobody sees it coming until it is too late.
This is Bella. The Air Force and Space Force call it your AFSC. The Marines use months like the Army. Same idea, 4 different labels, and that confuses people before they even start.
Leo here, and here is the part that decides everything. Your AFQT score, that 1 to 99 number, only proves you are allowed to enlist. It does not pick your job. What picks your job is your line scores. The Army takes your subtests and builds 10 different composites, and each job demands a minimum in a specific one.
So let me make that concrete. Imagine Priya, an 18-year-old who scores high on the technical subtests. Watch what her score actually unlocks. First, the door. Her AFQT clears the branch minimum, so she is eligible. That is step 1 and nothing more.
Then her line scores get built from the subtests. Because hers are high, a long list of jobs opens up, including cyber and intelligence.
And finally, she picks from what is open to her. A recruit with lower line scores sees a much shorter menu, and that is the quiet warning.
Wait, so the test is basically a key, not a pass or fail?
Exactly, a key. The higher you score, the more doors open, which is why studying for the ASVAB pays off for years.
And that is the piece nobody tells a 17-year-old. Most walk in thinking it is pass or fail, when the score is what sets your whole menu of options.
Leo, you have been quiet. Pull in that question we see under almost every recruiting video.
Yes, and it is a good one. Someone asked, if I score high enough, can a recruiter still put me in any job they want?
Great question. So your score sets your options, but it does not lock anything in. Coming up, the one word on the contract that decides whether you actually get the job, the bonus that can be a trap, and how to pick a job your civilian future can use.
There are 2 kinds of enlistment contracts, and the difference between them is the difference between choosing your life and having it chosen for you.
The first is a guaranteed job contract. It means the specific job is named on the paper before you sign, and you can read it with your own eyes.
Guaranteed means it is in ink. You see your months, your rate, or your AFSC printed in the contract, not promised out loud.
And the second kind is the one that bites. An open or undesignated contract. You sign up, ship out, and the military assigns you a job later based on what it needs. Open recruits often do not find out their actual job until late in training. No list to choose from, just a notification telling you what you will be doing.
Here is how the two stack against each other, because once you see them side by side, it is hard to unsee. Guaranteed wins on what matters. Your job is locked in writing, you can hold out for the one you want, and you can plan your whole future around it. Open, you ship faster, sure, but the job is picked for you, you find out late, and you can be stuck doing something you hate for years.
Now I have to add the fine print because honesty matters here. Even a guaranteed contract carries a needs of the service clause. That clause means in rare cases the military can reassign you, or if you fail to qualify for your guaranteed job, they place you elsewhere. Guaranteed is far stronger, just not absolute.
Bella has been sitting on the question every new recruit asks here. Go ahead.
Right, so how do I actually tell the difference before I sign anything?
Simple. Read the contract and find the job. If your exact months or rate is printed there, it is guaranteed. If it is blank or says open, treat it as not promised, no matter how confident the recruiter sounds. Real quick, because this next part matters to you. If any of this is helping, tap that like button, then hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next one finds you. Both are free and take about a second, but they tell the algorithm to show this to one more person who needs it. Here is a real fork that splits recruiters and veterans alike. You qualify for a big enlistment bonus, but it is tied to an undermanned job, maybe even an open contract. Do you cash in, or do you hold out for the exact job you want? Erica leans toward holding out for the guaranteed job. Leo sees real cases where taking the money and shipping fast is the smart play. Let us actually work it.
Hold out. The bonus is paid once, but the job you do is paid in years. Up to $50,000 sounds enormous at 18, but it is taxed, and it is gone. If you take an undermanned job just for the check, you can spend 4 years in work you resent, then separate with a skill that does not transfer. That is a bad trade.
I hear that, but let me push back with the numbers. Some of those undermanned fields are cyber, IT, space operations, and intelligence. Those are exactly the high translation jobs, so a bonus can land on a great job, not a bad one. And a quick ship bonus, up to $10,000 for reporting in 30 days, can stack on top. That is not nothing.
Leo, steelman the other side for a second. When is the bonus genuinely a trap?
Fair. It is a trap when the bonus is bolted to an open contract, because then you are paying yourself to give up the choice entirely. The money cannot buy back the job you lost.
And that is where we actually agree. A bonus on a guaranteed job you already want is free money. A bonus that talks you into open or into a job you would never pick is the bait.
So here is the verdict. Grounded in how the contract and the bonus programs actually work. Pick the job first, always. Then let the bonus be a tiebreaker, never the reason. If you genuinely want one of the high-demand fields, the bonus is a gift. Take it. If the bonus is steering you toward open or a job you would resent, walk away from the money and protect the years. The smartest question to ask before you sign is not just what pays now, it is what this job pays you for the rest of your life.
Because the enlistment ends, and then you are a civilian with whatever skills the military gave you. Some jobs hand you a career on a plate. Others hand you a translation problem. Cyber is the clearest example. The same skills from a cyber or IT job translate into civilian security analyst roles paying around 6 figures.
Let me put real ranges on the board so you can see the spread between jobs, because the gap is bigger than people expect. An information security analyst sits near $120,000 a year. That is what a cyber background can become on the outside. Medical is a real pipeline too. A combat medic builds clinical hours that lead to EMT and paramedic work, and many push on into nursing near $86,000.
Mechanic jobs are underrated here. A wheeled vehicle mechanic walks into diesel and fleet maintenance work, and the certifications carry straight over.
And do not sleep on the security clearance itself.
Good point. A top secret clearance alone can add $15,000 to $30,000 to an offer, because companies hate waiting a year to get one. The clearance is its own asset, separate from the skill.
Now the honest other side, because not every great service job is a great civilian job. Some combat arms roles build real leadership but need heavy resume translation to land outside.
Which does not make them lesser. If infantry is the calling, serve it proudly. Just go in eyes open about the transition and use the education benefits to bridge the gap. So forget the slogans and remember one thing. Pick the job in writing, pick it for the career it builds, and let the bonus be the bow on top, never the box. Let us lock in the big idea. Your AFQT just opens the door. Your line scores decide your options, and the single most important word on your contract is whether the job is guaranteed in writing.
So tonight, before your next recruiter meeting, read your contract and find the job line. If your exact job is not printed there, you are signing open, whatever they call it. That one habit protects the next 4 years of your life. Send this to anyone weighing a recruiter's offer right now.
Next time, here is the part nobody warns you about. There is a real path to switch jobs once you are already in, and most people never use it.
If this helped you see past the bonus number, hit like and subscribe so we can keep building this all-branch series for you and the next person deciding. And here is the one only you can answer. If you could write any single job into your contract today, which one would it be, and why that one?
That covers everything I wanted to make sure landed today.
The unexpected analogy is usually the most useful one. Take care.
That was the real deal, May. 9 out of 10, and the only reason I did not cry is I am on camera. This is Professor Erica, thanks for watching and signing off.